Now, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Buffalo Bills. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the left side. It's short.
The ball
and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got Miller. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
10 at the 47-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the left side. It's short and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Henry runs 52 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no Further.
At their own 20-yard line.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tremaine Edmonds on
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle room, pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again. And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Second and 12. They'll try the left side. Short. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Allen. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Evans. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And it's third.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Evans buying time to his left. Got his man, it's Caldwell. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Wildcat. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Bills 7, Washington nothing.
Second and 9. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Cohen. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Evans. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Evans. Flushed out right. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Austin McGinnis on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Washington.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. Because if we don't get it, I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Now this time, Allen will throw, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Evans escaping the pressure right. He's going to keep it again. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Evans. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Evans. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. from 13 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Snap comes at one, and it's Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
13 yards.
After the sack on first down, Evans. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Evans pass.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Evans on third down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Evans. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Evans.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And 8 yards.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Here's Evans. Throwing on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd and 11 now, Evans steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? You're beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 27, Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Here's Allen. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike, 55.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Scott Miller. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Mike 56, 56. Right there.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 27, Evans. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
By Jeff Okuda.
Operating from the gun, Evans. Flushed out right. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's short, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, short. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 12, Evans dancing to his left. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 4, check 4.
From the gun, Evans